everyone and welcome. I am Nikita. Today we are talking about personal growth, purpose and transformation, things that matter to all of us, both at work and in life. Today we are joined by Saurabh Kavathekar sir, who recently shared a deeply honest reflection on LinkedIn about a year that reshaped his health, his purpose and his direction. He spoke about taking two significant U-turns, one that protect his health and one that realign his career direction. In this broadcast, we are unpack those experiences, the choices behind them, and the insights he gained along the way. Welcome, Saurabh.
Thank you so much, Nikita. Pleasure being here with you.
Yeah. Before we dive into the past year, let's start at beginning. Saurabh, can you tell us a bit about your journey?
We all have our own journeys in life, right? We go through a lot of known and unknown territories in our professional and personal lives, and that's where I am also. Throughout my life, I have always had a flair of writing and communicating, and having that with me, I was looking in my initial days of career. I was looking for the right place where I can use those skills and my interests. And that's what brought me into this world of localization, where communication, interaction with various different cultures has been one of the key pivotal point for me to work around it. On a maybe from a personal front, I think I have been more of a nowadays this series is very popular, Family Man. So I can also call myself Family Man. There was a point in time when I had my grandparents, parents, my wife and kids together in one house. So we had been like a large family into one place together. So we have those kind of roots of culture that we are tied together with. And I really like around being around people with my family and other people, great people like you. And that's what is my personal side of what I am.
Okay, Saurabh.
Yeah.
So, when you think about your professional path so far, what you have been some defining moments that shaped you?
Sure. So I think if we talk about my professional path, defining moments have been, I can very clearly remember that in my initial days into localization, I was part of one of the projects that was through Microsoft to work on building some lexicons and spell checkers, thesaurus, and all of that. I was able to do a lot of research before we can build those tools for Microsoft. It was for their office applications, and it led me to reading our grammar, which was in Sanskrit grammar, which is a foundation for all major Indian languages. That definitely was a good learning experience and also had a good outcome. So all the Indian language spell checkers and thesaurus that is there in the Microsoft Office is based on that work. So that definitely one of the milestone work. After that, I think one another important aspect of my professional journey has been building processes, more well-defined processes in various enterprise software companies that are aligned with the software development lifecycle, the SDLC. So those processes and aligning localization, there was a time when these processes were not very well aligned. In the organizations where I worked, there was a lot of emphasis on processes. Then came the wave of agile product development, where everything was expected to be done rapidly. And there was another maybe phase of my professional life where I had to make sure that localization related actions and activities are more agile and are aligned with the rapid delivery model that the agile development process followed. And then I think I also was part of teams where we did a lot of innovation around internationalization engineering and localization engineering. One of the very important things is some of the colleagues together at one of my previous companies, we came up with some of the innovative ideas around using AI, artificial intelligence, to automatically scan the product code and to automatically find internationalization issues, and not only just find those issues but to also fix them. Nobody had tried this earlier with AI. Now a lot of people are trying different use cases with AI, but we were the first ones. So we were also able to patent our idea that we had at that time. So that definitely one of the, so there are multiple different occasions, lot of learnings and experiences throughout the professional life. But I can recall that these are some of the key important ones that definitely shaped my professional path going forward. So that's what it is.
Really nice, Saurabh.
Yeah.
You said U-turn was life-saving. Can you tell us more about it? Like what happened exactly?
Certainly, Nikita. So it was a wonderful Friday morning, similar time in last year, December. A bit chilly kind of weather in the morning in Bangalore, and I had just joined my new job, and I was quite excited about it. I was planned to accompany one of my senior leaders to one of the vendors that morning. So I drove from home to pick him up, and then we were planned to get to the vendor's place for the meetings. And somewhere down the line, I was not feeling well. As I was driving, I thought that it's a wonderful morning. It's quite cold, but I was sweating a little bit, and I had a very uneasy feeling. Nothing very specific, but it was not that great. So I decided to inform him and get back home or see a doctor. I was double minded. I was not very sure whether I should see the doctor because it was not too, it was not very profound, I would say, right? It was subtle, something which was not very commonly that I would have experienced whenever I might have felt ill in the past. So that led me to keep thinking about, okay, should I go back home and take some rest, which usually we all do. And the other thought was, okay, maybe I should see a doctor because this was unusual. So I was returning from where I was going. I just I headed back to my home, and on the way there was a point where if I take a U-turn, I go to the doctor, and if I go straight, I go my home. And both the doctor and my home were on almost 5 minutes from that point. So while I was double-minded, my one of my thought was telling me that maybe I just take rest and I will be fine. But somewhere, maybe by the grace of God or something, I decided to take that U-turn, went to see the doctor, and the doctor did some very quick initial tests, and they found that I had a heart condition. I was undergoing a heart attack at that time, which I didn't think that it was the case. And then they immediately took some rapid actions, and my life was saved. The thing is, the U-turn that I have talked about, if I would have not taken that U-turn, I would have not listened to my inner voice of going and seeing a doctor, maybe it would have been disastrous. So that's the U-turn that I referred to in my article.
Okay. So great, Saurabh. I think you took the right decision that time and you took the U-turn. So
Yeah.
great. So we'll move on the next question.
Sure.
You have spoken about professional U-turn. Can you share more about it, Saurabh?
So, as I mentioned, I had taken up a new job, new responsibility, a lot of new people to work with, building new processes, building up the team further. I started working into this. I already had this health situation, which was definitely on the back of my mind that I should take actions that will help me in improving my health and well-being. And in this new job, there were a lot of things, a lot of demanding conditions, as we all know in the IT world that we see today. Because this new work that I had taken up was not fully aligned with what I had always enjoyed doing, and our well-being is super aligned with the work that we do and whether we truly enjoy doing that work or not. And then it is important that if I have to continue to be better in terms of my health and well-being, it is important to also uh, take up the role that I will enjoy doing more. And that's where this second U-turn came into picture. After a lot of deliberation and thinking around, should I continue working in this new role, which definitely was quite rewarding. It was quite giving me a lot of authority, giving a lot of opportunities also, and And those people, I will say that the leaders in that organization had given me the trust that was needed, and given the opportunities. I definitely am thankful to them as well for that. But at the same time, in the longer run, I wanted to make sure that my actions and the work that I'm doing is aligned with what I like the most, and that's where the well-being and your overall happiness is really connected with. And that's where this second professional U-turn came in, and I came back into localization, working with all of you again, which makes me a lot happier than what I can be.
Yeah. We are feeling so good, Saurabh, that you are back here. So it was wonderful talking to you. As we are step into the new year, what message would you like to share with the audience who are trying to balance ambition, health, and clarity in their lives?
Sure, Nikita. Likewise, I am also very happy to be here with all of you. Uh, See, I think it is very important in my view to introspect, to reflect on anything that is going around with anyone, to understand professionally also how we are, in which direction you might be heading towards, what actions will help you bring more rounded, all round happiness and contentment. I think we all should be focused on some achieving goals and growth. I think that is important. But at the same time, it should not take a toll on your well being and health. I have mentioned about two U turns in my recent past, but at the same time, we all have been through such journeys. We all have taken U turns or may not have taken U turns. We all may have wanted to take U-turns, but certain maybe reasons might have compelled us to keep moving forward. So whether you all might have taken U-turns or not, it would be important to me and to us also to know whether the audience have also taken any U-turns in their lives, and how did that help or impact their journeys in their professional and personal lives, because U-turns have a little bit of negative connotation in the usual mindset, but at the same time, as I mentioned, my U-turns have helped me align in terms of my well-being and professional life. At the same time, I'm pretty sure that you and your audience also might have taken such decisions in the life where they have stepped back, thought about what they are doing, and might have taken a different direction than what they were heading into, and would have got benefited with that. So I truly invite everyone to share their experiences and their U-turns through this conversation. I hope this has helped everyone.
Great to know that, Saurabh.